Hello twin flames, welcome to my channel, whether you're new or you're coming back. Thanks for being here, and let's dive into the reading. This is going to be a quick check-in for the feminine and the masculine energy. We'll see where the twins are, what's going on in their world, but I would like to start once again with the guidance from the Angel Therapy deck. I feel like we're still in that transitional time when you can all use some guidance, regardless of how exciting or how challenging or how exhausting or how worrisome this time could be. Just, yes, it's very important. Yesterday we saw a lot of that surrendering energy that is advised upon, and but I already got something for the divine feminine, so let's see what the angels say. Crown chakra, of course, you need to have the channel established with your guides. Pay attention to your ideas, as they are messages of the true divine guidance sent in answer to your prayers. Beautiful. And have you asked your angels to help with this? I mean, they fell out together, so go figure. Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. So that's another clue. That's a continuation of what I started talking about, right? You establish the channel, you hear the guidance, but if you want help with a specific situation, like you already established the question. Ask the question and ask for help. Sometimes that's all it takes, but it makes a huge difference. And in its turn, it also opens you up to being able to receive that guidance, to recognize it. Okay, for masculines, we have books. Surprise, surprise. Your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. And if you don't have a manuscript waiting right now or that you're working on, then yes, definitely start with reading some. The keyword here is spiritually, you know? Spiritually based books. So there is something out there that's waiting for you, and maybe you already have a title you're thinking about. Maybe somebody told you about some book and you're on the fence. Just know that whichever book gets into your consciousness right now, maybe it's even the headline you saw in some news on your phone and you're like, yeah, I'm not into that. Like, why are people so crazy about these things? Or like, why is this a big deal? Give it a read, give it, like, at least research it more, right? Like these days, there are so many synopses, reviews, things that can already give you a pretty good idea what is it about. And then maybe I'll get more clues of like, oh yeah, this is definitely something I'm going through. And even if it's a fiction book, if it's not specifically, like, it doesn't scream at you spiritually based in the title, but if it's there, it came into your reality for a reason. This is your confirmation to go and give it a chance and give it a read. All right, let's get into the reading itself. I've posted a few more readings for horoscopes, by the way. They keep falling out. Posted a few more readings on my other channel, Mindful Bamboo. I have 3 more left that I plan to post tonight, and that'll be done with April. I know, I mean, seriously, halfway through the month, but it's been, you know, quite a tiresome time for me too, and I had to go through my process. And then, of course, I launched my show at the beginning of the month, so that took a lot of energy. So thank you for your patience, and I hope you already checked out the first 2 episodes. First one was about my story, the second one was about intuition. Okay, let's see what the reading is. Wheel of Fortune, that's that surrender energy, you know, to the divine orchestration and divine intervention. Like, you are being guided. Get out of your own way. Clarifiers. 8 of Cups. Get out. Yes, get out. And also, while you're getting out of your own way, think of things you can cleanse or remove from your reality that you don't really need, and you can free up some space for new stuff that's coming in, right? Otherwise, it's going to be a bit of a push. Imagine yourself if you are you know, if you got a lot of stuff in your home, for example, like actual physical things, and then at some point, I don't know, maybe your sister calls and she's like, you know what, I'm having this emergency problems with my accommodation, so I have to find a place to live like next week. And yeah, like I can't really do a lease myself right now. Like I don't have any other options. I have to move in with you, at least for a little while. And you're like, I just got a lot of stuff and you have nowhere to put it. So imagine how that would look like. I mean, of course, you're still gonna take the person in. You're gonna make it work. But there's a good chance that you'll start rethinking whether you need all your stuff around you. Or you can give it away, you can throw something out, right? Like you can rethink, revisit, so that you can make it work with somebody else living and all of their stuff being around. So it's kind of like that. So if you can optimize, preparing for that new page, new slate, new content, if you wish, do it. Speaking of which, Divine Feminine's wish fulfillment, clarified by happiness, joy, and healed heart. So beautiful. This is when you manifest like your biggest dream and your biggest heart's desire, right? Like there is the channel, so continue establishing it through your crown chakra, right? Just keep being in this energy of bliss when you're manifesting your dreams into reality. For masculines, we have Four of Pentacles clarified by Seven of Pentacles. Masculines are meticulously planning. They are building a foundation, wanting to have some security for the rainy day, or like, I'm taking this risk, but I don't want to stay, you know, I don't want to become homeless if it doesn't work out. So I'm still going to have some safety net here. In this case, sometimes Four of Pentacles can be, you know, holding back, playing it too safe, but I'm getting it in this case, especially with this deck, that it's just kind of like building some security for themselves, financially most likely, but doesn't have to be. And yeah, with some plans in mind, like they're not, it's not an impulse choice. They have a strategy. So just taking steps one day at a time, one foot in front of the other. Additional question is Seven of Wands clarified by Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, so there is a desire to make your dreams come true, right? Like this is the accent on you, what you want, standing up for what brings you happiness and joy. What does it mean when you prioritize yourself and your needs? For feminines, we have the World and King of Pentacles. Yes, so you become the master of your world. That's what I see quite literally, right? Like you don't wait for this mystical someone, or even if it's your DM or something, someone else, like somebody to give you a hand or a leg up and just give you something on a silver platter. You know, whatever you were dreaming about, just hand it to you, just make it happen for you. No, you're switching it around where you are that master manifester. You're creating your own world without waiting, but also with this new sense of confidence in what you can do. And like, who else can give you what you want? You know it the best. And remember that we're talking mostly about the emotional fulfillment, not so much the physical. For masculines, we have Five of Swords clarified by the Emperor. So masculines are saying, yeah, I mean, I've been running around these different things that were pleasing my ego, and now I understand that I need to almost like undo that stuff before I can build something new, right? So this is about rethinking the previous choices or where you land right now. I don't know, maybe Divine Masculines bought a boat and now they're like, well, why did I need it? Like I'm taking it out maybe twice a year, but I'm also like, it's expensive. So I put a lot of my life savings there. It takes maintenance, right? So I have to pay for it anyway, for parking it, for making sure it's well maintained throughout, right? And I was like, what was I thinking? Just because this and that person had it, or I had this dream of mine since childhood that I'll have a boat one day and that will mean I'm successful, right? It's like, seriously, right? So this is like kind of unpacking, undoing before doing something new. like, yeah, maybe I have a much better plan right now, but I don't really have enough budget, so maybe it's a good idea to sell that boat. And then I'll have more resources, more freedom. How the feminine see in the connection, we have the Death and the Chariot. So feminines can feel that big, like, accelerated progress is coming. Not necessarily big, but accelerated progress is coming, especially if things have been quiet for a while, right? But it's this time of the death and rebirth. This is the symbolizing the eclipse energy, by the way, and we are in that energy until pretty much end of the month, so it's still happening, still cooking, to bring in new sense of direction and progress. For masculines, we have 10 of Pentacles clarified by the Strength. I love all these major arcanas. Wow. Masculines see that this connection is actually making them stronger within themselves, not weaker. Because one of the stereotypes they had about the married life, family life, building a home together is that you will be limited. Your freedom will be limited. Your decision making will be limited. You know, you'll have to share your resources, and it's like, I'm not even sure if that's for me. Like, I really need to be careful with how I'm making those choices and tying myself down to this, right? And now they understand that it's actually not taken away from you. It's making you stronger in so many ways, right? And so they're getting new excitement about this new, well, about not new, about this connection, about this new phase of their life when they're not just thinking from their personal self. I need to solve all my problems. I need to figure things out. I need to kind of talk to myself when deciding on things, right? But you can share your life with someone else, and how beautiful that could be. Wow. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I love you all, and I'll be back with my readings very, very soon.